Hi, welcome to RV TV. I'm Dennis Foster and I'm your host on this channel. If you're an experienced RV enthusiast, just getting started, or wondering whether the RV lifestyle is right for you, this is your channel. My goal on this channel is to present practical information and tips that I think you will find will be not only interesting, but also very informative. I plan to present videos on topics such as RV systems, maintenance, service, towing, trip planning, and many other topics. We'll also present new information in the RV industry to include the use of lithium-ion batteries, as well as how to keep connected with family and friends. I think these topics will be of interest to any RV owner. Along the way, I also want your input. So leave a comment below, shoot me an email. You can ask questions about topics we've covered, and you can also make recommendations for what topics you would like to be covered. This first video will cover my background and why I chose to launch this channel, so stick around. Let's get started. Thanks for sticking around. In this first video, I am going to give you some information about my background, but before I do that, I'd like to say a few things about YouTube. As you know, most YouTube viewers are either looking for entertainment or looking for information or how to learn something. For myself, I have typically used YouTube to learn how to do things around the house. It's amazing to me what information is available out there on YouTube, and you can learn how to do just about anything that you want. So I would presume most of you viewing this video are looking for information about the RV lifestyle. That's why you're here. So having said that, I'm recently retired. I retired about a year ago. I was looking for something of interest that I could do and hopefully provide something of value to others. And I thought, I have 15 years of experience of owning and operating an RV. Sharing those things that we've experienced along the way would be of interest and of value to others that are interested in the RV lifestyle. So about 15 years ago, we became interested in traveling here in the United States, and felt that we wanted to do so by either using a travel trailer, a fifth wheel, or a motorhome. We were unsure exactly what we wanted. We certainly had no experience with any type of RV living of any type. So we began to look around. We gathered as much information as we could. We talked to others. We came to the conclusion that a motorhome would be what we would want. We again looked at various motorhomes. We went to dealerships, not only here, but around the country. We went to trade shows and came to the conclusion that there were about 3 different manufacturers that we would consider. Having that information, but still wanting more information, we elected to visit Indiana and visit these 3 manufacturers to determine exactly what went into the manufacturing process. And we just wanted more information before we made a final decision, because this is an expensive endeavor and something that we didn't take lightly. So we spent about a week in Indiana. We visited all 3 of these manufacturers. We came to the conclusion that there was one of the manufacturers that we felt was the best one for us. We were able to look at various sizes of RVs, the different color schemes, fabrics, woodworks, the different floor plans, and was able to come up with what we thought best met our needs. I also had never driven a motorhome, so while we were in Indiana, I was given the opportunity to do that. I was very much intimidated by the thought of driving one of these large vehicles, and having been given that opportunity, I became much more comfortable in my ability to drive an RV safely. So upon return home from our visit to Indiana, we sat down and put together the RV that we wanted to order. We did a spec sheet or build sheet with all of the different fabrics and colors and options, the size of the RV that we wanted. We provided that build sheet to various dealerships and asked for bids. Once we came to an agreement with a particular dealership, we placed our order. It took about 12 weeks for that to be completed. We also decided that we wanted to take possession of our new motorhome from the manufacturer itself. We traveled back to Indiana. We spent about 3 days there. 2 of those days were spent driving the RV for a few hours each day. driving in town through traffic, driving out on the road, maneuvering around, and I became much more comfortable in driving the RV. Not only that, but we were able to spend 2 nights in the RV. We used all of the systems, the various appliances. We were able to learn how to use everything. We were able to ask the questions that we needed asked, and anything that came up that might be a problem, we were able to get that handled through the manufacturer itself right then. First trip then was our trip back from Indiana to our home. This was a 2-day trip, and we were able to spend the night at an RV park. And again, got to use everything while things were fresh in our mind. And that was very beneficial as well. So we're now on our second motorhome. We've thoroughly enjoyed the RV lifestyle and plan to continue that. There's just nothing like seeing the country and yet sleeping in your own bed, using your own bathroom, sitting around watching a movie or having a cup of coffee just as you would at your other home. One of the most significant advantages is also being able to take your extended family with you, which to us is an absolute must. But along the way, we've had a lot of experiences, we've learned a lot, and I want to share those things with you so that we can hopefully make your RV experience more pleasant as well. I do believe that it's very important for any RV owner to learn as much as possible about their particular RV, the different systems they have on board, and the use of those systems. It's also important to become familiar with some of the things that can go wrong and what you need to do when things do happen. There's nothing worse than having a problem on a trip and not enjoying the time that you want to spend in your RV. So in this next video series, I'm going to start by exploring the various systems in the RV. We're going to start with the electrical system. In my experience, the electrical or electronics part of the RV has been one of the more common things to go wrong. Those things are usually easily taken care of. So if this channel is of interest and will provide something of value to you, hit that like button. And I don't want you to miss my next video when I cover the electrical and electronic systems, so please subscribe. And if you'll hit that bell, you'll be notified when that video becomes available. I'll see you next time.